this is Katie Colleen here. Welcome back, Colleen Clan, or if you're new, then come join the family to review some officially licensed Winx Club costumes. But before we dig into the costumes, I want to give you a little bit of history of factory manufactured Winx Club costumes, because the history is kind of underwhelming. So I made my very first Winx Club costume in February of 2022. Not very long ago, okay? That's pretty recent. This was for a collab I was doing with some friends. And when I had first seen the collab idea, I was like, I'll just buy this costume, okay? So anyways, I hop online. I look up, Winx Club costumes. Nothing, okay? There were no cosplay manufactured Winx Club outfits. So I ended up making that costume from scratch. And I really, really respect the Winx Club cosplay community, because if you see a Winx Club cosplayer, chances are they made it themselves or they commissioned someone else to make it for them. Now, just in the short time from when I made that first Winx cosplay in early 2022 till now, a lot has happened. It has been a good time to be a Winx fan. A number of companies picked up Winx cosplay lines. So we have Mick Costumes, we have Pro Cosplay, handful of other cosplay shops have also picked up one or two outfits of the girls, but none of them have a full set. There are 6 Winx girlies, and none of these companies have a full set of 6. So if you were looking to put together a cosplay group, you're still kind of out of luck. And if you happen to like one of the less popular fairies, you're also out of luck. My favorite fairy is Tekna, and she is apparently one of the less popular fairies. We've had some other really notable things coming out from Winx Club in the last year or so. We got the Winx Club ColourPop collab, we got Winx Club Makeup and Sparkles, and we have officially licensed Winx Club patterns if you want to sew your own costumes with First Stop Cosplay. And we have the collab we are going to be talking about in today's video, the Winx Club MicOtaku collab, which has officially licensed Winx Club costumes. And unlike these other sites that picked up the Winx costumes line recently, this has a full set. We got all the girlies, finally! If you've ever dreamed of a Winx cosplay group, now is the time to act. We have been blessed. So all of that goes to say, this has been a long time coming. I got 2 costumes to review for you guys today, and these are from MicOtaku. Full transparency, they did send me these costumes free of charge in exchange for Instagram content. And I am going to be completely honest about what I think about these costumes, even though they were given to me for free. There's actually a lot more than costumes in this collab. They have loungewear, they have pillowcases, they have wigs, they have a swimsuit, which looks super cute. So there is a lot more to this collab than just the costumes, but I'm focusing on the costumes because this is a cosplay channel, and as I've mentioned, I have experienced the Winx Club cosplay drought. This came in about 2 weeks. Now this is shipping out of China, so I feel like that's pretty darn good. Here's how the packaging looks. So we got all of our Winx fairies on the front. So they did have to fold the wings quite a few times to make them fit, and I'm hoping that's not a problem, but we'll see. But it all came like very conveniently packaged. So this first costume I'm looking at is Stella's Magic Winx outfit. I have cosplayed Stella's casual version, and I already had the wig, so it seemed like an obvious choice to do her Magic Winx outfit. Okay, so I got a size small. Here's what our top looks like. So looking at Stella's Magic Winx, she has like a one shoulder and then a tie on this side. And this actually is a full tie. Like, you have to tie this yourself, which is kind of interesting. If I was sewing this myself, I probably would have just sewn this as an off the shoulder, but I can see how with manufactured costumes, they would prefer tying your shoulder piece so you have more adjustability with it. I feel like this is fairly accurate, but it just looks really like if I was sewing it myself, I probably would have made it go further down, like to here. I think this is accurate to the show. It's just not quite where I would put my modesty standards. As far as the fabric they chose, the fabric is really sparkly, and I kind of like the texture on it. So I think the fabric was a good choice. 100% polyester, to be expected. but it is very stretchy. As far as the construction goes, so this is not lined. I understand not lining it from a manufacturing perspective. All the edges are serged and then like top stitched down. So the armhole has elastic, the bottom band has an elastic band in it. We have shorts. Oh my gosh. Okay, again with the top, like, I get that this is like canon technically. Like, her outfit's pretty skimpy, but like, underwear coverage. Am I right? Can you see it? Like, this just, I would have put a bit more coverage in here if I was making this myself. They got a elastic waistband, and it's the same construction. It's only one layer, same sparkly fabric, very, very stretchy. I think this is gonna be comfy. Everything's serged and finished. So they also included a lot of things, actually. Stuff is falling out of here. So I'm really glad they have the headband. The headband feels like such good quality. They have kind of like a plush layer on it, so it's a bit thicker, so it looks kind of like it does in the show. I think it's very nicely made, very, very soft. And then actually, this is a special treat I was not expecting. These are the hair pieces. I did not think these were included in the listing. I'll have to double check, but when I picked out the costume, I didn't think these were in the listing. So that's how the hair things look. I'm so, so glad they included this. The hair pieces just connect with Velcro, so you are gonna have like a seam. You can kind of see it on the back. There's a seam where the Velcro is, especially because this wig is pretty thick. I don't know what their wigs are like. They do have a Stella wig on their site, which might be thinner. This is an Epic Cosplay wig. The last accessory that fell out was our arm pieces. And again, a very stretchy fabric and the same construction to the arm bracer things too. The last piece is the wings. So I think this piece will speak the most to the quality of the costume. Oh, these are very nice. So I think you're just supposed to bend these. Oh, wow, I'm not sure my hands can do that. Oh, maybe, okay. Yeah, you're just supposed to bend the wings into shape. It feels like they have a pretty heavy duty gauge wire in here. So I have made fairy wings before. I actually think these are made quite a bit nicer than the pair I made. They have a pretty thick wire running through here. All the edges are covered with bias, and I really like the fabric they use to fill in the wings. Look at that like iridescent sheen. Hello, that is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Also a pretty impressive wingspan. I've seen a lot of kind of smaller fairy wings. This is pretty impressive. Honestly, I think it's worth the price just for the wings. And I'm a fairy! There we go. So it just has the elastic straps. This is fairly good. I have also done a pair of wings with elastic straps. That was my Techno wings. And they feel just as sturdy, if not more sturdy, than those Techno wings I made. So I'm gonna see if I can safety pin these wings onto one of my wheelchair back harnesses. I have a video detailing how I put wings on wheelchairs if that's something you're curious about and you want to see how I've made wings. But for people who are not using wheelchairs, which I'm gonna assume is probably the majority of you, I think this is just fine. These are really nice. I think they'll hold up fine at a costume party or a con. Obviously, you're gonna have to kind of watch out for people because, like I said, this is thick wire. You could you could take someone out with that. Oh my God. Who is she? Oh, so this is cute. Here is the short situation. I am wearing a pair of safety shorts underneath this black spandex, and you'll notice my safety shorts are significantly longer than the shorts from this costume. So I've been like rolling up the safety shorts, and the back situation, like jump scare. So you can see there's like no way to even roll my safety shorts up short enough to get the coverage. So if you are someone who has a bigger booty, this might not work that well for you. Thankfully, I'm gonna be using my wheelchair. I use my wheelchair for all my media kit recordings because I just cannot stand that long. So no one's gonna see my bootay besides you guys who were just given that privilege. Yeah, that is probably my biggest concern with the fit. Like, it's really, really stretchy, guys. I think you have some leeway in the sizing, but coverage-wise, it might not be what you want. The costume does not come with the Ring of Solaria, which I would never expect it to. So here's my Ring of Solaria. It's from Goldberry Edition. So I'm gonna put that on. About to expose how bad my Winx Club addiction is. For the eyelashes that I put on, these are the Winx Club SL Lashes collab. So I'm wearing my Winx Club eyelashes. I do have the Stella lashes, but I went with Bloom this time. For the makeup, I'm using the Winx Club ColourPop collab. The last thing to add is the shoes. So as is standard for manufactured costumes, this does not come with shoes. I would love to see them make shoes to match. Like, they're already selling the wig and the costume. It'd be really cool if they also stole shoes, because our Winx girlies have shoes that are the same color as their outfits. So you have to kind of color match your own pair of shoes. When I put in the order for this costume, I also ordered a pair of orange knee-high boots. This is what came in the mail. Don't get me wrong, these are super fun shoes, but you can see how this is not it. So if you want matching shoes for this, you are probably going to be out of luck buying them online, and MicOtaku does not sell matching shoes right now. They just have the wigs and the costumes. So here are the shoes I'll be wearing. So I painted these myself. These are my Nana boots. Just take some acrylic paint and some fabric medium, mix them together. You can paint your own shoes. So that's probably your best option if you want matching shoes for these costumes. And honestly, even this isn't a perfect match, but it's closer, right? Talking about cost really quick, I believe that this costume, without the wig, just the costume, retails around $50. And I was really encouraged seeing those prices, because a lot of the other factories that are making Winx Club costumes, I've seen them as low as like $20. And if something like this is $20, either the fabric isn't good, or someone's not getting paid enough, or like there's a problem if you can get an entire costume for 20 bucks, especially with all these accessories. Even if you are not crazy about the costume and you're not sure about how much it covers, I would buy this just for the wings. Usually I also do a comparison for how much it would cost to make it here. I mean, you're looking at only like 2 yards of fabric to make this. It's not a lot. I'd probably go with the, they use the glitter spandex, the like glass shatter looking glitter spandex. I'd probably get like 2 yards of those. Honestly, I think the cost to buy this and the cost to make it could be pretty similar. It's probably gonna be a little bit more to make it yourself once you buy notions like the headband and the elastics and stuff like that. So pretty comparable between buying it and from MicOtaku and buying the supplies and making it yourself. But I think the wings is really, really where MicOtaku is kind of above all the others. So I'm going to go film some content as Miss Stella, and I'll be right back with costume number 2. Okay, so here's the wheelchair wing situation. So I have a few of these. They hold bows, they hold weapons, whatever. And I have safety pinned the wings to the harness. So there's some safety pins. I don't know if you can see them. There's some safety pins back there. So it's just safety pinned directly onto this fabric part of the wing. Now the problem with these wings though is they were hitting, you can see they're still kind of hitting the wheels. So I also had to bring them in like this. So I have another safety pin kind of holding them in. I also feel like I could go in and like just sew them like that, and that would be perfect. Like I just need to bring them up a little bit. But for just like a very last minute, let's make these wings work on a wheelchair, I think the harness idea was fine. I feel like I need to explain myself with this costume choice. MicOtaku let me choose 2 costumes. and they only had half the collection posted at the time they reached out to me. So the only costumes I had to choose from was Bloom, Dark Bloom, Stella, Musa, or Flora. And I already have Flora. So I just want to make it clear, if I had known they were gonna get a Tecna cosplay as this collab, like, I would have gotten Tecna in a heartbeat. My second cosplay I chose was Dark Bloom. I'm not a huge fan of Bloom as a character, but with Halloween right around the corner, Dark Bloom kind of made sense as like a spooky villain outfit. If you like this video, let me know in the comments if you want a part 2. I may just go back for Tecna. Clearly, I have no problem dumping money into Winx Club merch, as this video has made very evident. So, if you want to see a part 2, let a girl know, okay? So, this is packaged the same as our Stella. I'm gonna try and go a bit faster through this because I assume it's very similar construction. Oh, good, good. Okay, so this outfit does come with safety shorts. These are essentially a blueprint copy of the Stella shorts. So they're also very, very short, very small, don't have a lot of coverage, but a skirt should be going over this for Dark Bloom. These are our arm things. And again, this is all the same construction as Stella, single layer, not lined, but all the edges are serged and top stitched, so it is still properly finished. We have a crown. Oh, that is so tiny and cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, weird. Okay. So the crown, when I looked at the pictures, I thought this was like 3D printed plastic for the crowns. It's actually like glitter foam cut into the shape of a crown. So the edges of the crown are not glittery, they're not finished, they look kind of rough. We have our top, and it has a zipper. It has one of these tiny invisible zippers, which is really hard on my hands, and I can't use my zipper tool for it, and the zipper goes pretty much all the way to the bottom. So that should give me plenty of space to wiggle into this thing. They got a nice long zipper run. For the gem, oh, I didn't realize I was showing it to you with the covering still on it. So this is just like a plastic crystal gem and it's sewn onto the front. I think that is perfectly fine. So here's our skirt. It has the slits on the side, I believe. Yeah, it has the slit on the side. Oh, you only get like 3 inches of coverage on the side here, which is why they included the safety shorts, which I appreciate. So again, I feel like this is technically screen accurate, but bringing it to real life on real live people, it is a little. It's a little bit too small for my comfort, but we'll still try it on and see how it goes. Okay, so I will need to unbend these. These wings are quite a bit smaller, just because they're supposed to be for Bloom. So I think these will go on the wheelchair a little bit easier with the wheelchair back harness. Ah! Again, I think the wings are the strongest part of the costume. These wings are just so well made. They're very, very sturdy. Okay, Dark Bloom has arrived. Here she is. So the same problem I had with Stella, unfortunately I also have with Dark Bloom, so jump scare coming at you again. So here's our slit, right? And these are the safety shorts. Look at how little this gives me. These are the safety shorts. So I'm not wearing my own safety shorts under this because it came with safety shorts that were the right color. Is this a mini skirt or is it just like underwear? If you have a bigger booty, you might have a problem with this costume. So the only thing I'm adding to this costume is, the wig. This is not MicOtaku's wig. This is my own wig. It's a lace front I got off of Depop. And also, again, the shoes. And like with Stella, I just painted these myself because I couldn't find a good color match. These are actually the shoes I broke in my Willow video. Oops. Oops! And I told myself I was gonna throw them away because they are broken and cannot be used. But I was like, I need a pair of shoes for Dark Bloom, and here's a pair of shoes. They're just broken. Last thing to talk about is the cost. This is gonna be pretty much identical to Stella. It's also like $55 for this costume. And I think the wings are the best value. If you just needed dark blue wings, I would say buy this listing just for the wings. Maybe you can salvage some other things if you're worried about it not fitting correctly. This would also only take about 2 yards of fabric. It would not cost a whole lot to make it yourself either. So that's my thoughts. So let's go and get some pictures and video of Dark Bloom. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!